Hi, you're watching Yoga with AJ, and today we are ready to practice our first pranayam. Prana meaning energy and breath. So the life force energy that is circulated through your breath, and we'll be talking a little more about that a little later. Yama is to regulate. So you will be regulating the breath with Samavritti pranayam, which means to equalize the inhale and the exhale. In any breath, when you're usually breathing, each breath will differ. It will change a little from one to the other, unless you're used to doing breathing exercises which regulate the breath. So this pranayam is going to help you breathe deeper. It's going to help you breathe longer. And the advantage of that is when you breathe deeper, the lungs can have better gaseous exchange between the circulating blood, which means you can take in more oxygen and you can release more toxins from your body, which leads to clearer thinking and an energized, stronger body. So let's get started with Samavritti, but before that, I'd like you to be a little careful about where you're practicing and what you're wearing. So practice in a room which is well ventilated, clean, no dust or insects, and make sure that it's at an even temperature, not too cold and not too warm. Make sure you're wearing clothing that does not restrict your breathing, the movement of your abdomen and your chest, and make sure you eat at least 4 hours before you start your pranayam practice, which means that your food is still not digesting in your stomach, because if that's happening and you're moving the stomach around, that's not going to be very comfortable for you. When you start to practice pranayam, sometimes if you're not used to it, you may feel a little dizzy or you may feel a little disoriented, a little spaced out. If that happens, I'd like you to stop practicing and just take a break. You shouldn't be feeling that, but if it does happen, stop practicing your pranayam practice. Don't force the inhale and the exhale as we practice. Alright, so enough said, let's get started. You can start in Vajrasana, big toes touching, sitting back on your heels, or if that doesn't feel good to you, you can cross your legs in Sukhasana. And if the knees get a little uncomfortable when you're sitting for a longer period here, we will be sitting for 5 to 7 minutes. And you sit on a cushion or a rolled up blanket, which will relax your knees and take your hips a little lower than the knees. If this also doesn't work for you, what we're really looking for is a straight spine as you practice. So you can sit in a chair which supports your lower back and helps your back stay straight, or sit against a wall with your legs straight. You can sit also on your bed. Just make sure you're in a place which doesn't distract you, not too much noise, nothing to take your mind away from your practice. But if that still does happen, and it does happen because the mind can get distracted as you practice, just gently bring your awareness back to your practice. So we're going to start out sitting, hands resting, palms facing up on the thighs, and just observe the breath. So if you need to close your eyes for that, close your eyes and observe how the breath is flowing in your body. So as you inhale, bring your attention to your chest. Allow the abdomen to expand slightly. So let's take 2 more breaths with special attention on the inhale. Chest expanding, stomach also expanding gently. And now I'd like you to bring your awareness to your exhaling breath. So the muscles around and below the navel, I'd like you to draw them in gently towards the spine. Don't grip them. And do this as you're exhaling. So there's always going to be some air left in your lungs. It can't expel all the air out. But what the drawing in of the navel will do is help you to expel as much carbon dioxide as you can. All the gases that you want to get rid of. So let's try that for 3 breaths. Take a nice deep breath in. Draw the navel in as you exhale. And 2 more times at your own pace. Alright, so now bringing your awareness to the length of your inhale and your exhale. And let's try doing that at your own pace. So you're going to start counting. I can't do that for you. You'll have to do that yourself. As you close your eyes or keep your eyes open, whatever feels comfortable, mentally count 1, 2, 3, 4, as many counts it takes you to inhale. Observe that, make a note of it, and then do the same thing with your exhalation. So try that for 3 breaths and see whether it varies. Don't try to change the count, just observe the count. So 3 breaths, counting the inhale and the exhale. So you would have made a note whether your inhale is longer than your exhale and whether that changes, whether it fluctuates from one breath to the other. What we're going to try and do is make them equal and try and keep that regulated. Alright, so you choose a ratio which works for you. For some people it might be 3 counts, for others 4, 5, 6 or even longer, 7 or 8 counts. So we're going to have equal inhale, equal exhale, and we're going to do that for 5 breaths. So you take your hands, forefinger and the thumb touching, we are in Chin Mudra, and let's get started at your own pace. Equal inhale, equal exhale. And relax for a moment. So checking whether that felt good or did it feel difficult to equalize your in-breath and your out-breath, and what was your ideal ratio, remembering that, keeping it in mind and knowing that it may change from one day to another. So as you observe the in and the out breath, you may have noticed or you may have not noticed that there usually is a small pause at the end of the inhale when it reaches maximum and a small pause towards the end of the exhale. So we're going to try and pause for maybe just a second there. Alright, so you will inhale, pause, exhale and pause. Let's try that for 3 breaths. Once again, Chin Mudra, forefingers and thumbs touching. Relax shoulders straight back and make sure that you allow your stomach and your chest to expand as you inhale and gently allow them to relax as you exhale. Let's try that for 3 breaths. Pause at the end of the inhale and then begin the exhale. Pause for a moment, repeat. And relax your breath. Alright. So you may have noticed when you pause that the mind tends to slow down and the thoughts become relaxed, or they may become very slow, or in some cases you may notice that there aren't any thoughts at all. So let's bring our awareness to this action of the breath, which is retention. To hold the breath in the lungs, we're going to do that very slowly, just for 5 seconds. So bringing your hands to Chin Mudra again, forefingers and thumbs touching. We're going to inhale, a nice deep inhale, just a regular inhale, no need to count it. And we'll retain the breath for 5 seconds. So you can count 4, you can count 5 slow counts in your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And once that's done, slowly exhale with control. Let's try that together. Take a nice deep breath in, retain the breath. One relaxed exhale. See how you feel again. This time let's try the retention with the eyes closed. Inhale deeply, hold the breath in your lungs for 5 seconds and see what your mind is doing. If you had your eyes closed, perhaps you're able to observe carefully as to what was going on with your mind. And if you had your eyes open, it doesn't matter. You still can observe what happens and what is the connection between the breath and the mind. So as the breath slows down, the mind slows down, and vice versa. So we're going to try this one more time. We'll have equal inhale, equal exhale, and retention for the same number of counts as well. Equal inhale, retention, exhale. So you decide, and you would have made a note how many counts it took you to inhale the last time we did this. So take those number of counts to inhale, hold your breath for the same number of counts, and exhale using the same number of counts. Hands in chin mudra. Let's try that once. So for me, it's 4 counts. So I take 4 counts to inhale, hold my breath for 4 counts in the lungs, and exhale taking 4 counts. And relax. So you want to allow your stomach and chest to expand, but you don't want to take in so much oxygen, so much air that you feel uncomfortable in your chest. You should feel relaxed during the retention. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable. At any point if there is discomfort, release the breath immediately. We're going to try this for 6 rounds, 5 to 6 rounds. So equal inhale, equal retention, equal exhalation. Straighten up your spine, hands in chin mudra, and begin when you're ready. If you feel like it, you can also lie down and allow your body to rest completely, or practice the pranayam in a prone position, lying down on a mat or a bed, and always practice in this order, the way we did it. First, just observe your breath, see how the inhale and the exhale are flowing. Then we try to regulate and equalize the in-breath and the out-breath. So we do that for maybe 5 breaths. 5 breaths of equal inhalation, equal exhalation. Pause. Relax. Then try the next stage. So you do your inhale and exhale equalized with a little pause at the end. 5 to 10 breaths this way and rest again. And at the very end, you can try it with the equal inhale, equal retain, and equal exhale. So when you're practicing, you may observe that we paused with the breath retained as well as with the breath exhaled from the lungs. We're not going to that long a pause with the breath exhaled from the lungs because it can be a little difficult. So the loop of the breath would be inhale, retain, exhale, inhale, retain, exhale. We're not pausing after the exhale. You can always do this lying down. In the beginning, when you're practicing postures, it's very obvious the change in your body. You feel your muscle working, and over a period of days, you feel different in your body. But with pranayam practice, with the breath work, you need to be a little more patient and go by faith that yes, it is benefiting me, because you may not see the changes immediately. But after a few weeks, after a month, you will observe that the breath changes, you're able to regulate it and bring your conscious awareness to the breath. And that one breath can make such a huge difference when you're about to yell at someone, when you're really exhausted, when you reach the end of your patience. Just that one breath can make such a huge difference to the way you're thinking or the way you're feeling. And that control and ability to calm the breath and the mind through it, there's no substitute for it. You've been watching Yoga with AJ. I hope you've enjoyed practicing the pranayam. I'll see you in my next video. Remember to stay connected to yourself.